Hello, I'm Steph and this is my channel Knots and Needles where I sew stuff and hopefully make you feel better about your sewing because I am far from perfect. The top I'm wearing is the Jarvis top in View D from Trama Pattern Studio, Trama Pattern Studios, and is in double gauze and I really like it. Boxy, oversized fit, really casual. This is in grey because I'm trying to expand my wardrobe into more neutrals, so I have more things that go with more things, like a capsule wardrobe. Today is part 2 of me trying to find my sewing mojo, and I thought I would try and go through stash because I really enjoyed in my last video I cut up a load of fabric into 4-inch and 2.5-inch squares. So now I've got a load of squares just ready to go for quilting projects. I am always and forever will be behind the times, and I saw last year so many videos on quilted jackets, coats, whatever you want to call them, and I really like this trend and I love the quirky style, and I knew, if you see my videos, I always say I want to be elegant and graceful and just like have that like Parisian chic. But then I see something bright and colourful and I'm like, ooh, shiny, I want it. And these quilted jackets is what it speaks to me because I don't go anywhere. I have a quiet life. I have a good life, but it is quiet. I don't need fancy clothes. And I want like a floor length one of these with like the big buttons, you know, the brown wooden buttons you have on like the Paddington bear coat. So then when I go out on a dog walk, if it's not raining, I'm going to be so cozy. Or if I'm just absolutely freezing at night, instead of trying to find a blanket, I can just get like my blanket coat out and just use that and curl up and be just cozy. And it's going to have all the colours, but maybe more planned. But I enjoyed the process of getting that scrap fabric and turning it into something useful and ready to go. And it has helped clear a little bit out of my head. It's a little bit of a to-do list that's now gone. Now I have a lot of patterns, mostly from like mostly free patterns. I tend not to buy too many patterns. I bought more this year because I follow a lot more indie designers, and I do try and buy indie because I believe in supporting small businesses, right? And I like seeing indie designers grow and getting the success they deserve, really. So since they do really good sizing, they usually go the extra mile by having tutorials, video tutorials. So that is where I'm at. So I'm just going to pull out a load of patterns where I think I like. First, I bought this on Amazon, sewing project planner. I used a page, this is what it contains in it, and I realised it's really not for me at all because it's I think more aimed at people, I don't know who it's aimed at, maybe sellers, but it's huge, it's got loads. So if you want this, comment I want this below, right, and I'll just choose someone at random, because I think I want to get rid of some sewing patterns as well today. But UK people only, I ain't paying shipping outside the UK. I'm sorry, but I ain't, because it's expensive. So I think these are all the patterns I don't really want or need. So we've got the City Shopper. It's just a bag pattern. We have Simplicity 1613. I'm not a huge fan of any of these designs. I don't think that's been cut up. Nope. We have the Vintage Ruffle Apron. It's a little bit too cottage core for me. This is Simplicity 3833. It's a 90s, 60s retro. That shape does nothing for me because I've got massive hips. So I am wearing now an oversized boxy fit. This is Simplicity 1653 and it is got a mock wrap full dress. I just can't see me ever making this. New Look 6679. Again, maybe a little bit too workwear for me. The Esme dress, which this looks like a really nice pattern, but can you tell why I don't like it? It's got ruffles. I ain't here for the ruffles. This is the Betsy tote. I don't need a pattern to make this because it looks easy enough as it is. I would rather watch a YouTube tutorial. So this is a circle skirt. I, again, don't need a pattern for this. And it fits slightly below the waist. I'm not a fan of things fitting below the waist. I think that just emphasises your belly, which for me is not a design I particularly like. I like things sitting at the narrowest part of my waist. This is a waterfall wrap jacket. I like buttons and fastenings on my jackets. What's the point? As soon as it gets windy, it flaps open. I mean, come on. We live in the UK here. And this is a day to night bag. I don't go anywhere. I don't need a day to night bag. So, I'll just send this as a whole bundle. If you want it, comment, I want this. Okay, so first off, we'll start off with the stuff that's new to me. So unfettered patterns have started releasing loads of patterns. I cannot find any information on these, on this person. Like, they've got no social media. That sounds a bit stalkery, doesn't it? No social media. It's just a WordPress. But honestly, there is some freaking beautiful patterns here. So I want to make the thong bodysuit. So I have the Elysium bodysuit pattern, and I tried to hack this into a thong myself. I have a whole video on this if you want to see this yourself. But this is the pattern, and I like this. I like this a lot. They do have another pattern, which is just very similar due to Friday Pattern Company. I am a huge Friday Pattern Company huge fan. But if you don't want to stretch to it, the unfettered have one that's very similar. But this just looks really nice. And I think I have some scrap fabric that will work for this. So I think that will be my first pattern that I do want to make. Now, I just received the next batch of clothes for my little one. So I don't actually need to make him any patterns. But I do have a lot of green fabric, which I think maybe making him a light summer hoodie. So this is from Brindle and Twig. So, and I've never made a hoodie before, so I think this will be a good way to test my skills with a cheap fabric. So again, keeping with the scrap fabric, I did a pattern recommendation video, and one of the pattern recommendations was a crop top, and I will link it here. And it looks like a really, really easy pattern, and I think I might have enough scrap fabric to make this, and I'd probably make it slightly not cropped, but it would go well under dungarees. So that's 3, and then I've printed off an adult bucket hat because I was feeling weird. Let's just hide that, shall we? I'm not a bucket hat girl. Oh my gosh, you should see this pile. Maybe I should get into projectors. That's all the ones I printed off at home, right? And I detest printing off at home. So what else do we have here? We have the McCall's wrap skirt. I like this. I think I possibly will make this one day, and it looks like it's out of a jersey. I like the long one, so I do like that one. There we have the utility dress by Simple Sew, and I like the tie on this dress, and I like the arms. I think this is actually a really lovely summer dress. It's just nice and casual, and it's got pockets, so I'll put that in the maybe pile. New Look 6517. I've made the trousers from this, but also the top looks like a very good basic block. So if you're looking for a really basic tee, basically, I think that is for you. Okay, so this one is Butterick 6849. I ain't gonna sew this. I'm still going to the giveaway pile. Let's just fire through these, because I think most of what I want to make is either free or from an indie designer. I've made this before, but when my skills weren't very good, and I cut out the size that I was, so this won't fit me again yet. I would like to make this again one day, but it's not going to fit. I like this. I like that it's got a tie. It looks like a really nice, easy, basic make. This possibly could be quite good. We'll put this in the maybe. I have made this before from really inappropriate fabric. Didn't work, but I do really like this a lot, actually. Yeah, I ain't never gonna make this. If you want it. Oversized dress, looks like a tent, and it's got gathered there. No. I just know. Just no giveaway. Get another thing that's just no shape. Looks like a nice easy sew though. Could be a nice top, but am I ever actually going to print it out? No, I'm not that into dress. I like dresses, but they have to be properly nice. Okay, the staple cami. I made this before, but out of woven instead of stretch. My mistake. But this will go back into maybe pile because I do like decent camis. I think I tried cutting something out from this, but I can't remember. Ha! Yes, fit and flare dress. I love these. These suit me really well. And you need crepe, jersey, rayon blends, lightweight broadcloth, unsuitable for obvious diagonals. So, yeah, I think this is a definite. Again, something that needs stretch. And I don't really have that much stretch. And for that much, I probably would buy it from the shops. This is pretty inoffensive. But if I'm going to wear something warm in winter, I want my sleeves to come all the way down to my hands and not this halfway malarkey. Bit odd. I've made this before, love it, think it's the best pattern in the world, but I cut it out at one particular size, so this no longer fits me, which is super annoying because I would love to make this again. I made something very similar, but it's a stretch pattern, so I probably will make this in the future at some point because I love the design. Jumpsuits. I will keep every single jumpsuit pattern because I am obsessed. Again, another pattern with knit fabrics. I do like this. I probably will make it at some point because it's a knit fabric pattern, but possibly in a few years. I don't know what you call this. Again, I don't like the ruffles in the sleeves. I ain't gonna make this, am I? No, give it away. I've had it for years already. If I've had it for years, I'm not going to make it, not when it looks that simple. You can't beat a good short and trouser pattern, I don't think, especially once I learn what I'm actually doing with shorts and trousers. A nice simple skirt, just a circle skirt. I do like this and I probably will make it at some point. Okay, the Patsy overall. So this was when Simply Sewing started doubling up their pattern. So now you have to trace every single pattern. So a lot of people, so the other magazines, they then say print size, the one size range on one bit of paper and the other size range on another bit of paper. But you got to maximise those profits, don't you? So they don't do this. I freaking love this pattern, but to trace out this much, like, it's just so time consuming. Like, so yeah, I do want to make this though. Put it into the maybe pile. I've made this skirt before. I like it. I just don't know why I don't wear it very often. It's pretty inoffensive. Again, you have to trace, but this is for wovens. So maybe that looks like a good scrap buster actually. If I ever plan on going to work in an office, maybe not. I can't really see me ever making this, but I just think it's too good of a pattern to give away. I have made this before and it came out massively too big. Absolutely horrifically large. Like, and I measured myself and made sure I cut out the right size. So warnings with McCall's patterns. These are all precariously balanced. So my maybe pile's getting a little bit bigger. So that's it for my magazines. Okay, so I made the a Peppermint playsuit. It did not suit me at all. I know I'm never going to make this again. I cut out size F. So if you are a size F, if you go on Peppermint magazine and look at the playsuit, Peppermint playsuit, I think that's all it's called, and you do not want to cut out this pattern and you want it, and you are my size or smaller, size F or smaller, and you want this, you can have it. It will need ironing. It is not the most accurately cut out thing or most accurately stuck together thing, but it does work. Now, this might be a bit of a weird thing to give away, but if you want this, just comment Peppermint playsuit and I will send it to you. I think you might need to re-cut out the back strap because it's kind of torn, but honestly, I'm just not going to make it again. It did not at all suit me. This is my stash. It's actually not that big. Now, I know I said in one of my previous videos, no more shorts, but really? We always need shorts. So, I have patterns here, and I have fabric. Let's try and pair them up. So I've got the Sadie dress. I already have the fabric. I want to make that out. That is scrap llama fabric. I did a poll on TikTok, etc. So this is an old bed sheet, so this is good for practice projects. But I think I will make the ginkgo top out of this because I just think it's quite cool fabric. That'll get a bit more wear then. One down. This is the corduroy fabric that I made my dungarees out of, and I have like a little bit left. If you have any ideas what to actually make of this, because I have no idea. I don't think I have enough to make a garment out of it at all. I just hate having scraps lying around. I mean, it's soft and warm. I don't think there's anything I could make out of that. Like even like a little jacket I think would be too much. Here I just have like old pillowcases and bed sheets. So none of them are 100% cotton. They're all cotton polyester mixes. I think these are good for making toils or something that you're not too precious about, because this like cheap fabric to practice your skills. I'm not entirely sure I've got anything in mind for that. This is the fabric that I've made a few things for my son out of. The stretch, it's quite nice, it's a bit ribbed. I got like 6 meters of this, super cheap from Pound Fabrics. This is what I think I want to make his little hoodie out of. This I've had since I bought since I was given my machine in 2017. Now I have no clue what this is anymore. It's definitely synthetic, because it's got a little bit of stretch, and I have like 2 panels. So for this, I think this will, and it's super good at stretch. If you have any ideas, let me know. But I think these are just going to become Friday Pattern company shorts, which I know I said no more shorts, but I just want this fabric gone, and I will wear the shorts because I really do enjoy them. So that'll be the Friday Pattern company shorts. I've made a dress out of this fabric. This is going to be the crop top. And I love this, it's just great fabric. I've also made a pair of biker shorts out of this, so I can go for the matching look. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look epic. Now, I've got the thong bodysuit, which I do have more scrap. So I made the Sirocco bodysuit out of this, and it's a really good quality jersey from Pound Fabrics from their core range, I think. And so I still have quite a bit of this left because I overestimated how much I needed. It was a Christmas present. So I reckon I'll be able to get a whole thong out of this, and possibly like a crop top as well, and maybe like some knicker patterns, and maybe another pair of the Erenis biker shorts from Mood. They are a really good make. I have 2 pairs of them now and I love them. We're getting there. Okay, so the Caraway top by Mood. It's a shirt pattern, and I have 2 shirt patterns. I think I have another one, and I hope they fit. I can't remember what this one is. This is a free pattern, but I have this fabric, but I have meters of this. So this was £2.50 a metre. I think I got 3 or 4 meters. So one of these will be a shirt for my husband. I could also make something for me out of this actually, but it's 100% cotton and I do hate ironing. Ooh, I know. The super simple shirred dress will go lovely in this because the shirring will look so nice over this. And this dress is lovely, by the way. If you've not made one of these, this is your time to go make one. I'm sorry if I keep hitting the microphone. I get excited. So this, yes. So put that there. So we'll just call it the Caraway shirt, and then I'll make one of those. Ooh, I could do that today. So this is the fabric I want to make the other shirt out of, because I think it's really cool. So we'll make the other shirt out of that, and hopefully I have enough left over of the airplane fabric to make a little matching shirt for my son, which I know they grow out of them so fast, right? But if you can't make clothes for your kids, who can you make clothes for? So this fabric I was gifted, I was given by a friend. I've already made one shirt out of this for her nephew. which is why I've not got around to making another shirt. I don't like using the same fabric twice for the same pattern because I get bored, really bored. But I do want to make a little shirt out of this for him because my little boy's got blue eyes and this one does look amazing on him. Still have all this left. I've had this for like 2 years now. I was going to make something for my son, and then I realised I washed it and stuff and I was like, oh, this is, I don't know, I kind of just went off it, so I don't really know what to make with this now. And when I washed it, it just didn't wash very nice. I do have some like free woven dungaree patterns. Yeah, I think some dungarees. I think we'll make some woven dungarees for him, that will be nice. This is a viscose challis and it's got a lovely, lovely drape. Again, from Pound Fabrics, it wasn't too expensive. And I'm going to make the patina blouse out of this. So I've made a patina blouse already out of 100% quilting cotton, and like the gathered shoulders on the patina blouse is really giving me 80s vibes, and it's a little bit oversized throughout the body. So I want to practice some back darts, I don't know what you call them, in the next one, just to see if it brings it in a bit more and it gets me learning a new skill. This I want to make I think I want to make the short sleeve version because I didn't particularly enjoy doing the cuffs on the other version, and I just want to see how the drape works, see if it's a bit more floaty. But I love the patina blouse. I just think it's just really a really beautiful pattern, and that collar is just to die for. And then if obviously, so I bought a lot of fabric in mind of I'm not amazing, and if I find patterns that I really vibe with, I will then go and invest in higher quality fabrics which will last, you know. And I end up wearing my patina blouse more than I think I would because it's just so handy. You just look a bit together, but it does look a bit 80s. So this I think will just be a bit more modern. This is very thin needle cord. Again from Pound Fabrics, not really my colour right, but because I'm still not 100% happy with the way the Tilly and the Buttons pattern fits, I want to adjust the pattern perfectly to make sure it is perfect for me. It's a wee bit oversized, and I want to possibly experiment with, on the sides, putting a little like buckles on it. I don't know, the things that you make belts and bags shorter with, so then you can pull it in a bit more if you want a bit more of a fitted look on your sides. And I also want to make it possibly with eyelets instead of buttonholes on the bib, and not put the pockets like that. They have pockets going right in your belly, but I want just the normal side seam pockets. And there's quite a lot of changes I want to make. I have a video on this somewhere, and possibly make the bib a bit narrower for my side. So this is going to be the Tilly and the Buttons pattern. This, I don't know what this is. Double gauze. Again, I bought it because it's kind of neutral. I have 2 or 3 meters of this. I'm going to make another one of these because I just definitely need more tops in my wardrobe. And I just like this. It's just oversized. It's just really easy to wear. And hopefully if I have enough fabric, I want to make a dress out of this as well. Possibly that shirt dress again, but with, I want the tie sleeves, just little straps. I think this will give it a bit more of a fun look. But yeah, just a nice double gauze, and should go with a little bit more stuff in my wardrobe. This fabric, I tried making that navy blue dress that you've seen on my channel, and that went disastrously long. So we're just going to go with a really simple pattern. So the Simplicity 9125. I've not cut this out yet, but I think I'm just going to go for view A because I'm not a huge fan of the tie, that option there. I tried to make a jumpsuit like that in the past and it just didn't work for me. So view A, I think. And I think in this colour, which does suit me, perfect. Okay, so I have some Ponte Roma fabric. I bought it because I didn't know what it was. And it's quite thick and it's quite heavy. It's got a nice bit of stretch in it. And I was thinking about the Sirocco jumpsuit, but I'm not sure it'll have enough stretch in it to actually work. And then I don't know if it'd be a bit weird as pants. But this colour very much does suit me. I don't know if it's got enough stretch for a fit and flare dress. So there's that option, the fit and flare dress. What do you think? The utility dress? This one? Or this one? That's a hard pick. Because it feels really soft. Or do I go with the Sirocco jumpsuit by Deer & Doe and just go for it? Because which one would I get more wear out? Probably the jumpsuit. Let me know on that one, because I have no idea. So let's put that back over there. I'll leave these as like maybes to go with it. So at least I've thought about it then. And that's it. That is all my fabric. I still have a little bit more of this. I made a top similar to this out of it. I think. Can you guess what I'm gonna say? Can you? I think these might be Friday Cut & Company sporty shorts. Now I would not wear the two tops together, the shorts and the top together, because I would look ridiculous, like I'm wearing pyjamas. I like the idea of a co-ord set, don't get me wrong, but I just can't get out of my head that it looks like pyjamas. If you wear a co-ord set, I think you're wearing PJs. Now I know you're not, logically, but that's what goes through my head. So, have I got my sewing mojo back? Oh, I don't know. I just feel like I've just caused more chaos. But now, like, I could just work through this pile. Like one garment a week and just work through it and then see where I am at the end. I'm going to make all my tester pieces for the in the folds pant work kit. This is my sampler. I'm going to make samples of bits of trousers. My sampler set. Yes, my pants sampler. Where are we going to say? October, November, I want a pair of perfect pants. Then I can go download all the free pant patterns, because I've seen some lovely ones on Mood, and then I'll know how to customise them for my body shape. So a smaller waist and a bigger bum, bigger hips. I feel a little bit clearer in my head about where I want to go and what I want to do. My next project is the Sadie dress pattern, which I've just made. But I'm going to make that out of the llama fabric next, which I think I'll go and cut up now because I've got a little bit of time for its bath and bed in this household. If you have any ideas and suggestions for that Ponte Roma fabric, please let me know, because it's really lovely and it is really my colour. I definitely feel a lot more organised. Going on this journey has made me feel I have a bit more direction now. So I'm sorry that this is a super long video. Have I got my sewing mojo back? I don't think so. I'm not feeling the manic energy on me yet, but I think we might found a different alternative, a balance? I don't know. Watch out for my next videos. If you made it to the end, you deserve a gold star.